Hey everyone, let me make sure everything's coming through correctly. Yeah, it seems to be coming through just fine on my end. Okay, I'm heading over to my spot. Eventually, I just got to install an app on my iPad here to let me just operate OBS remotely. I know you can do it. You absolutely can do it. But we'll see. We'll see. How's everyone doing tonight? Okay, we went through everything. What I do remember distinctly we didn't do is we didn't go through with any restocking. Yeah, your Iron Lance is getting a little low. So is your Javelin, but have I got either of you sitting around? No, I have Steel Lances, but that's just gonna slow her down. I guess she has the speed for it, but I'll give her the Steel Lance just for the fun of it. Yeah, you have another Steel and Hand Axe. Your tones are fine. Update on the dead character, I did not go back and save her, so we are continuing to play it where it lies. Okay. My javelins are running low, so if I lose on this map, it might be a good idea to go back and restock. Okay, puppy, I need you to not be climbing all over me. I'm gaming right now. Here, take your collar off. There you go, pup. Nope. If I started any later, I'd be up till midnight. At least in my time. Biggest disappointment. Tormod! Tormod! You're my new mage. Oh, we actually get to keep Muarim. That's fun. And they're so fun. Okay. Fun. We're just gonna move right into the story then. Yep. Rip, was it Ileana? Is this the place? Yes, it is. It's rather heavily guarded. Even so, I think a direct attack would be our best chance of gaining entrance. Halt! Who goes there? What are you doing? This villa is the property of Duke T.H.E, Senator of the Empire. No trespassing. I am Ike, of the Grail Mercenaries. Under orders from the Apostle, you've been charged with investigating the Duke. What? The Apostle sent you? Wait here for a moment. Alright, brother, we'll sneak around out here and see what we can see. Good idea. Leave it to us. If we get stopped, we can talk our way out of it. Alright, Mist, let's get going. Yeah. What is it I hear? That you lads claim to be here on the Apostle's business? We have a letter here that bears her seal. Well, I see it appears genuine. Very well, am I in a position to ask what exactly I am suspected of doing? We are here by the Apostle's leave. Do you honestly intend to make us discuss this private matter outside? Oh? No, of course not. Never. I would never insult. Please, come inside. Oh. Slavery? Me, the Apostle, would honestly accuse me of such an unfashionable thing as slaveholding? Oh. Do you claim no knowledge of such a thing? I've shown you every nook of my mansion, every cranny. I've been most thorough, have I not? And you saw no trace, not a single sign of any lagoos here, did you? That is true. This accusation is absolutely ridiculous. To think that I, a bishop who serves only the Apostles' will, would do anything to violate our country's Emancipation Act. Be certain that you tell the Apostle everything. Tell her that Duke T.H.E is upright and clean-headed. There is not even a shadow of falsehood in my noble eyes. Look into them deeply, my boy, and tell me what you see. Well. Ugh. Hey, stop that. Back off. We have little choice, do we? I think it would be best if we left for the time being. Hey, halt, you can't go in there. Ike? Mist, what is it? Ike, I saw him. In a room on the top floor of this building, I saw someone. I think he was one of the bird tribe. He looked like he was trying to jump out a window, but was forced away from it and back into the room. What is this about? What's this child babbling about? Someone from the bird tribe. Can you describe him? He had long hair, it was sparkling like gold in his skin. It was pale, almost translucent. And his wings, they were pure white. Is that accurate, Titania? I saw him as well. That can only mean there's a member of the Heron clan in this palace. Or in this place. According to books, only members of the royal Heron possess white wings. It appears that there is at least one room we have yet to see. What is it going to be, Duke Tanos? You can cooperate and show us this room that you somehow forgot, or... Guards! Kill them all, don't let a single one escape! So this is how you want to play it, eh? I thought it might come to this. Mercenaries, it's time. Get done, here's the sounds of battle. You dare bring conflict into Bishop Oliver's home? My lance will make you pay for your impudence. Okay, let's take a look here. So I've got multiple chests, 150 gold right there by Bring Navarre. I don't know if those rooms actually lead into anything. It looks like it might, but we don't see that like down here at all. Maybe it's just because it goes up, or maybe there's nothing there. You look recruitable. What's your... I'm seeing a lot of armor knights, though. It's also a hallway, so... Straight hallways are interesting in that... If I want to, I can really turtle this map. Because it's very linear, I don't see any thieves. Though there are very few bowmen, too. Okay. How many units have I got? Through Astrid. No flyers. There's not really a reason to bring a roll for Astrid along. So we're going to substitute with Volk and Oscar. I would like to try Stefan. Do I have anyone I want to pull out for Stefan? Not really. I want to keep Jill in the party because I do want to see her supports. Now, for what it's worth, with stats like Stefan's, I'm not worried if he gets playtime or not. Strength of 19, he beats out pretty much everybody else. Yeah, he's even stronger than Titania damage-wise. Maybe not, well, even speed-wise, just defense-wise he's not. I should have sold that last time I didn't. But yeah, I think he could sit out. It's not required that he's in yet. I'd rather get my main party good EXP. Do I have enough tanks? Or people that can tank? Yeah. This looks like a very simple map. Two, three, four, and then Leith can also do a little tanking every once in a while. Okay. Okay, let's give this a shot. I should have switched off that javelin for these sword block people. Okay, let's... Ooh, crit! Okay. Glad they didn't go for Boyd. Forward march. How's Ike fare against this guy? Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. We're really approaching that. I like that level up. We're really approaching that an actually pretty good point with like where you can get that, where you can auto ascend or auto promote. Auto promote. That's the term in this game. Ha, you suck. Not quite close enough. Come on, Soren. I just need you to not get a shitty level up. That's okay. Speed is good. Okay, I think I've cleared this room now. Draw these mages down. Basically have them run themselves into Titania. Dead. Hang on, I need to get you, keep you caught up a little bit. Yeah, Titania, why don't you just kill this guy, keep him from causing any problems at all. Okay. There's got to be reinforcements to this map. Also, how's his recruit going to work? Is that just going to be an Ike chat? I have a feeling it's just an Ike chat, but let's get some people up here with Titania. I have to assume the goal of this map is... okay, it's C. So I don't even have to... I just have to kill I just have to kill this guy and seize the throne. I don't have to kill everyone, technically. I will probably end up killing everyone unless reinforcements start coming in, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Can I create a wall there to protect one side? Yeah, I could do that. Do you have a beast slayer or no? No one is the goose slayer that I'm seeing. But Leaf's running low. Not quite that low, though. I can easily... If Leaf can kill you, I can get Leaf out of there. Well, it's 22. Leaf will get one counterattack in. It does a lot of damage. I think that's actually pretty safe. Yeah, I'll be a little bit ballsy. Sweet. How's your resistance? 5. Where's your attack? Your hits are 15. Speed 11, speed 10. You're only going to get 110 damage on him. So I should be fine. Make sure I can actually move Titania up though. I do appreciate that in this game, unlike the 3DS games and even the Switch game, I think, you can't just attack through walls that aren't double layered. Because in the 3DS games, if like there was an archer on the other side of that wall, they could just shoot right through it for some reason. Because it really wasn't looking for terrain types; it was looking for. Ooh, well, that's what could get me. Okay. Sure. Alright, I'll probably pull Leaf out. Hey, worthless crits, but we love them. Love to see it. Yeah, I need to get as much damage as I can on this armor tonight. Hopefully I can kill it with a crit, but I don't think I'll get that lucky. Yeah. Wait, do you have a longbow? No. No damage out of that. Okay, I could use the killer lance to kill it. So the killer lance or one with the Laguz. No point in wasting the Laguz lance though. Killer lance though, that could be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm pretty safe still. I'm actually going to keep him there. Only one guy can get him, and 2 people can go after Titania, and I'm fine with 2 people going after Titania. One thing I will try to do, though, is can I get in for a quick little... You always get the pot shot in, even if I'm not going to get the kill. Pull away. See, that's actually kind of bad. The only saving grace in this situation... Oh, you have a killer lance. Yeah, I might have just lost Volk. I might have to reset, too, if Volk goes down. 7 for defense. 10 damage, speed 10. Volk's not going to get double, but it's 10 damage. So if he gets that killer lance crit... yeah, Volk's quite dead. Get Leaf in here at maybe? Not close enough though. And Leaf's gonna run out in the next turn. And get a healer close enough to heal him, but that's... Alright, let's see if Volk's dead. Good shot. Because he's not normally getting double, so this killer lance is nice on him. Or I could just miss a killer lance of all things. Oh! Okay! We survived that, and he's now in the way of the other guy getting anywhere near me. I could pull Volk out. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I'm actually going to the restroom. I've really got to go. I did not know that about Toma, but I do have Soren, so I can go recruit that one guy. I know who you're talking about. I was wondering who his recruitment was, but I need to go to the restroom real quickly. Okay, I'm back already. That was not a full break or anything along that line. I just needed to skedaddle for 2 seconds. Okay, what weapon do you have back there? You have an iron sword. Jill, you're bearing weight right now, but I should be able to get in some attacks with you pretty well. Yeah, you're doubling me. Not the best situation. I can protect. Yeah, protect, he attack. Okay, I need to put wrist down somewhere. May as well just get this kill and then run back. Okay, let's just throw this. Worst case scenario, I hit him. Worst case scenario, I miss. Yep. And then, Jill, I'm not gonna have you attack this round because you have a high chance of missing, and he's just gonna get an extra double on you. Better to have you act as a barrier and maybe get the hit on him. I'm gonna move Ike over here in case I want to try that with him. Yeah, I see what they're doing there. Leith, you're still recharging. Go for it, I guess. Maybe I get the kill. Really? That's the second time you miss with that lance. I guess we just kill with Titania. Who's actually getting me there? It's you guys, isn't it? Yeah, right there it's the mages, so I'm not gonna chance that needlessly. Jill and Void, I think, are gonna hold my back line there. Ah, fun. Can I just knock out this boss so he's dead? Maybe. I can at least kill these mages, or at least hurt them enough to where they're not a problem. I should have used a hand axe. Ooh, you got a crit on me. Sweet. Alright, go commit a war crime. Okay, Armor Knight. Keep just out of your range here with Marcia so I can just have her fly right over it. Leith might be approaching usability soon. Oh, there's an archer there. I gotta be careful. Oh, you're gonna open that door, aren't you? I could at least catch you in the... catch you leaving. Alright. Sure, you can't crit me and you have a low chance of hitting me. Any chance Oscar can kill you? No, not really. So long as it... I'm gonna keep Mist back here with you two so I can use you as a tank and... Yeah, I'll even keep you... I'll keep both Riss and Mist back here. War crimes. you're not actually that useful here, so I'm gonna march your butt down to go. Ooh! Yeah, I don't want you actually. Okay, I just have to be careful of him. Maybe do a little sword and shove. T.H.E is not supposed to be anyone. T.H.E was in prison for looking at the flower garden. The punishment for trespassing is to work here for an entire year without pay, unfortunately. And then? Are you telling me that this so that I will go let you go? A moment. Wait a moment. T.H.E does not fight children. If that's true, then why not switch sides and join us? If you become a member of the Grail Mercenaries, we would pay you for your services. That would be an honor. Please allow T.H.E to join you. Our contract is complete then. I will pass the terms of the agreement on to our Commander Ike. Now I expect you to do your best. Understood. T.H.E is a hard worker. Not worth it. Yeah, it's fine. She can... These should be charged up soon, so I can go start massacring people up here. T.H.E, I want heading down here to get healed. You are going to head down here to the storerooms. I actually might pop shot you with the javelin. If I can, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I like this plan. Get a pot shot in and then fly back. Sort of a steady fallback. At least her speed went up. I like when she doubles. Are you wielding a javelin? No. Alright. Time to start wrecking shop. Is what Nephany would promote into? Interesting. Wasn't the best idea with him kind of stereotype. Yeah, he's a little bit of a stereotype, isn't he? Send that to the convoy. We're gonna hold that. But now Titania can focus on coming down here and providing relief for this oncoming war. I'm gonna have Devdin come this way. I could just use this to EXP grind Boyd and Titania if I really felt like breaking the game. Speed is nice and resolve is fine. I agree at level 19 right now, yeah. Okay, let's deal with this killer bow here. Just get him dead. Can Marcia kill anyone? That's 20. She's not at huge risk. What about the swordsman? Yeah, she can kill you. She is low on HP, though. But, yeah, no, I think I should be fine. There's no one else out down here. Just kill with these two, with the two that finish off this Iron Lance. Get the EXP. And then I have Soren and Oscar to deal with this last guy here. Yeah, 24 with a chance of crit or a double. If Soren gets to go a spare time, he's gonna die. And if not, Oscar can pick him off. Yeah, we'll just let Oscar tap in. Please do not miss. All right. I'll move here in case reinforcements come from the south. like going after Boyd. Oh, there's not more reinforcements coming down there. Alright. I like Leith. When she's charged, I don't have to worry about item loss. Oh, did I not get the other one? Yeah, I only got one of the drop items. That's unfortunate. Okay. Worse than the units you're training? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think... Get this last item and then we'll end the map. Alright, I missed one of the chest items. Unfortunate, but whatever. Ah! Oh, my sweet, beautiful bird. Don't be frightened. Come, let us fly away together. Stay away from me, you filthy fat man. Ugh. Come quietly. You belong to me. I will not give you up. No one shall take you from me. Though the price may be my life, I will never cooperate with you. Hey, where are you, Duke Tunos? Are you in here? Oh, no. Duke Tunos. Who are you? Ah, you're the Serenes. Are you unharmed? We've come to help you. You're injured. Did that man do that to you? This wound must be tended to. Stay back. But do not approach me, cursed human. The Grail mercenaries have returned. Ah, Master Ike. It is good to see you well. How went the mission? Did you unearth any meaningful proof? Where's the Apostle? Master Ike, I must speak with the Apostle. Where is she? Apostle Sanaki is in the garden, having a pleasant conversation with Princess Alencia. I will go directly to see if she will meet with you. Please wait here. In the garden, great. Master Ike, no, you mustn't behave so. You will cause such problems. Apostle. What are you doing? How dare you approach me unannounced? This is most inappropriate, and I will not... What is happening, my Lord Ike? All of it now. I want to hear all of it now. What are you talking about? Master Ike, you must not speak to the Apostle in such a discourteous fashion. 20 years ago, something happened in Serene's force. Something terrible. I want to know. What? Master Ike, what happened 20 years ago? You found one of the Heron clan? And a Serene's noble, no less. One of them still lives? But that, such a thing... Apostle Sanaki. Tell me. That is a very difficult problem. How to impart this tale? It would appear that no one is willing to begin the story. That being so, I would open with what's commonly known of the matter. Do you find this acceptable? And you are? He's a friend of mine, Nasir. If you know something, I would hear it. When you are done, the Apostle can clarify. Agreed? It begins with the assassination of the previous Bednian Apostle. It was 20 years ago, 1 year after the Declaration of Emancipation was made. The leader at the time was the Apostle Misaha, who was more adored by the public than any apostle before or since. When she was assassinated, the citizenry, racked with grief, all of Begnian despaired. And then a rumor began to circulate that the assassination was the work of the Serene's herons. In the twinkling of an eye, the rumor spread through the Begnian capital. One night shortly thereafter, it happened. The citizens grew violent. They amassed at the edge of the Serene's forest, home of their supposed enemy, and set it to burn. The crowd raged on for 3 nights, and in the end the Heron clan was lost. But their involvement was a rumor, wasn't it? Why did they... Oh, the shame of it. Apostle, the remainder of the tale is yours. You stand as the Empress of Begnian. You are responsible for the acts of your citizens, are you not? False. The accusation was completely false. The assassination of the Apostle was not the work of the Serene's clan. That is correct. The Heron clan possesses no fighting skill. Their tribe survived by living a life of peace and piety within their forests. Unlike the Lagoos, they never focused on developing their strength for the purposes of combat. Anyone with any knowledge of Lagoos would have known such a thing. At the very least, the citizens of Begnian would have known this. However, they had lost their leader, and in their grief they cared little for the truth. They are merely looking for some way to vent their rage and despair. Isn't that true, Apostle? Please, Lord Nasir, the tone of your voice. It's all right, Princess Valencia. He speaks the truth, be it with a sharpened tongue or no. Ike, the bird tribes of Phoenicius target only Begnian ships with their piracy. The ravens of Kilvis are after cargo, so they attack everyone with equal vigor. The Hawk clans, however, hold the Heron clan as brethren. They still remember the false accusations in their brutal murder. The Heron's at Oliver's mansion. He slapped my hand away when I tried to help him. He had such hatred in his eyes. When he leapt from the window, he spoke to me. Remember the genocide, he said. 20 years have passed, but I will never forgive what you did. Such needless pain. It may sound like utter hypocrisy, but my people regret deeply the actions of that horrific night. We stole the Heron clan from this world. Every time we see the blackened forest, our grave sin comes back to haunt us. Apostle, you're honorable. The majority of the senators have done their best to banish the memories of the Serenes that night, yet you have resisted. That is your intent, is it not? You are not like them. You are attempting to take responsibility for the actions of the people. To undo the wrongs of the past, you launched your own investigation into the Lagoos emancipation issue. You've even gone as far to hire outsiders like Ike and his mercenaries to expose the problem, haven't you? Princess Valencia. Yes? I would like once more to make use of your escorts. Would you grant me this boon? Of course, that is, if Ike and his group agree. I have no objection to your proposal. It depends on what you want. The member of the Heron clan you met, I want you to find him. I want you to meet him. I want to speak with him. If that is your wish, we will do it. In any case, we let that monster Oliver slip through our grasp. We'll handle both sides at the same time. I'm counting on you. So, we run up against a bit of a rough spot here. Chapter 17 onwards is a really lengthy chapter, a bit of a gauntlet chapter to my understanding. I think this is it. So I don't see you, tacos. I don't know how much longer we're going to stream today. Even though we made great time, it's only an hour in. So we'll probably find some. We'll do some other stuff here, but we're probably going to cut it because we have Friday's stream. I'm going to use Friday's stream for that long chapter. Is that it? Wait, there's more. It seems Prince Racing was able to escape Duke Tanos's villa and make his way to the Serene's forest. However, we have word that Tanos's men have entered the forest in hopes of recapturing the prince. We've not a moment to waste. Please, O King of Hawks, reach out your mighty talons, strike down these wretched humans, and rescue Prince Racing. I implore your majesty, take wing once more. Why is Naysala not here? That his highness must not have seen here at this time. It's... What's going on, you old buzzard? What's going on, you old... King Kilvis is the White Prince's friend, is he not? Isn't he? Well, how do I put this? It's very complicated. I care not for excuses. If anything happened to Racing, blood will be spilled. Oh no, please, there's no cause for worry. Duke Tanos treats his works of art with a delicacy so extreme that it would be called abnormal. He would never let any harm befall Prince Racing. He probably can't even bring himself to touch him. The king himself told me so. That is the only reason he accepted this proposal. Proposal? What I mean is, hold it, you crows set the prince up? So set up? Oh, no. Well, not exactly, please don't hurt me. So that's the truth of it, eh? Naysala treated Prince Racing like a piece of merchandise and sold him to a human. No, that's not it. The only one who referred to him as merchandise was Duke T.H.E. We never... It doesn't matter. Claiming ignorance does not grant you innocence. You treated Racing like a trinket in the public market. Oh dear. If Racing hadn't escaped on his own, perhaps the Crow King would have rescued him when things cooled down. Regardless, Racing trusted his friend and followed him into the trap, and they saw a spit on that friendship. That I cannot forgive. Your assessment of this old bird is correct. I am a worm, nothing more. But please, I beg you, temper your outrage, let it cool. You're unbelievable. What is it with you crows anyways? Everything you do is so dirty and deceptive. We will never understand your ways. Do you hear me, Gruins? I hear you well, young hawk, but our nation has its own issues. Please try not to yell. Please, this is not the time to yell. I'm a tired old man. You must hurry to Prince Racing's side. Once he is safe, you can punish me in any way you see fit. Tear me limb from limb if you wish. But please go to Prince Racing, I beg you. This begging is unseemly and unwanted. We would rescue Racing regardless of this pathetic show of tears. Return to Kilwas and report these events to the accursed king. Tell him when this is over, King Tibarn of Phoenicius will be paying him a visit. Yes, your highness. I know he deserves it, but I feel bad for this badgering old coot. Your Majesty, what will we do now? Oki, use your ears to pick out the sound of Racin's wings, and tell me the direction from which it comes. At once. Janoff, use your eyes to peer between the trees and find me a road. You got it. Human scum. If you think to repay that knight from 20 years ago, you'll get no quarter from me. Is that you, Soren? You're up early. Actually, I'm always awake at this time. Really? Yes, you're the one who's up earlier than normal. I wanted to finish our mission today. I think my nervous energy woke me up. I understand. The last 2 days spent searching Serene's forest for that heron have been frustrating and fruitless. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but... I agree. Duke T.H.E.'s men are still hunting away. They must think the heron is there as well. The only place left is the forest's heart. That's where we should go today. With luck, we may find and finally locate our target. I get the feeling it's going to be a long day. I'd like to report the results of our last battle. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. Commander Ike, a priest from Duke T.H.E.'s villa, insists on speaking with you. Yes, what is it? Master Mercenary, it is my understanding that you pursue Duke T.H.E. I hear you are searching Serene's force in hopes of capturing him. And if I am? Duke T.H.E.'s property borders the forest, and he knows much about its layout. For quite some time now, he's sending some men into the forest to look for any herons who may still be alive there. I see. So you're saying that his troops know the forest well. I too have been taken into the forest. You? Why take a priest? He thought the herons would make themselves known if a priest called to them. He also has taken a dozen chaste maidens and tried having them call to the herons as well. But he didn't find any, did he? No, and yet this time. The joy he expressed after paying such an exorbitant price for the Serene's Royal was aberrant. It was not natural. The Duke has gone mad. To think that he would dare defy the Apostle. He is damned. And here you stand. You're going to tell me that you remember about the forest, even though it means you're betraying T.H.E., right? You read me well. To begin with, the heart of the forest is divided into 3 large sections, maybe more. It was nearly colorless and difficult to see. The muddy floor pulled at our feet, and progress is slow. Many of the soldiers around me were afraid they didn't bring enough supplies. They said a person would need them if he got lost, but getting out would not be an easy task. What can you tell me about Duke T.H.E.'s forces? There were a lot of them. He had soldiers of every type. It was said that his mounted units and magic users were especially powerful. So at the very least, you should be prepared to deal with those two groups. Thank you. My parents, they both participated in the Serene's massacre. They're nearing the end of their lives, but even now they lie awake at night and beg the goddess for forgiveness. I became a priest in order to help my parents, but then I was assigned to work at Duke Knossos' villa. I knew of his terrible deeds, but his position as an imperial senator frightened me. I've been silent for too long. Master Mercenary, you must rescue that Serene's youth. I beg of you, may the goddess guide your hand. Don't worry, I have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my eyes. Here you are. We've been in Begnian for a while now, so tell me something. Why are you still here? Are you pretending to be our friend so you can lance us in the back? You have to understand. I didn't know anything. I was born and raised in the Talrega region of Dane. It's a very remote area. My father was a soldier, and I grew up thinking that I too would one day be a soldier to make my father proud. My life was simple. I questioned nothing, doubted nothing. Do you know the first thing we're taught in Dane schools? Subhumans are evil. Subhumans are the enemy. Subhumans must be eradicated. The army stages periodic subhuman hunts. We'd find refugees from Begnian hiding in our mountains and forests. You participated? You don't get it. That's just how things are in Dane. No one taught me the word Laguz. No one taught me that subhumans could be like this. No one cared. When I saw the bird tribes at sea, I was convinced that the teachings were true, that they were inhuman monsters. But later I saw dragons push your ship off the reef, and it confused me. What if I had been raised to believe a lie? My heart pounded at the thought of it, and my doubts only grew with time. So you decide to remain aboard in order to ascertain the truth. That's your true motive, isn't it? How do you know? I've known a lot of soldiers, and none would ever accept charity from an enemy. It would wound their pride. You obviously have pride to spare, so I knew it was some other factor at play. Oh. Well, have you reached a conclusion? What will you do? I want to stay here. At first I thought I could protect my old life, that I could prove subhumans were monsters. But I was wrong, and now things are different. I'm sorry, the Laguz. I want to know the truth about them, and I need to base that on what I see, not what am told by others. In that case, you can stay as long as you like. I appreciate it. I think meeting you all was a very good thing. La 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 la, la 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 di da da la. Hey there, have you a minute? Oh, Captain, how are you today? It's Commander, not Captain. Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself. It's because this garden is so pretty. Devdon loves all plants and flowers. How about you, Commander? It's all right, I suppose. That makes Devdon rather sad. All right, not a very strong feeling. It is boring. You should be more emotional, Commander. Even things you're used to will show you something new if you look hard enough, and discoveries are exciting. That's what life is all about. At least that's what Devdon thinks. Some disagree, and that makes Devdon upset. You may be on to something. In Crimea, when my father was still alive, I think I was more open to such things, but now I don't have the time. Honestly, all I can think about is defeating Dane. I have no energy left to spend on flowers. If you talk like that, you will never defeat Dane. What did you say? The war is new. If you are already so focused on preparations, you'll wear out before the fighting begins. Hold on a minute. We will decide Jill's last one between Mist and Leaf based on how much I like Leafs. Leaf? Oh, look what the cat dragged in. It's you again. Jill, my name is Jill. Fine, Jill. What brings you here today? More stupid questions? I've been thinking about things, and I haven't been able to figure out. See, in Dane, we were taught that you attack humans indiscriminately without mercy, that you were just savage animals. Laguz attacking humans? Ah, what garbage. We dislike even the company of humans and want nothing to do with them. Even mauling you would be unpleasant. But in Dane, everyone believes that to be the truth. That's why I never questioned it. When I saw you fight beside Ike and the other humans on the South Sea, I knew something was wrong. You were so different from what I imagined. Ever since I was young, they filled my head with tales of your terrible claws and teeth. But you stand on two legs and you talk. You even make jokes. Sometimes you're much closer to us than a beast. So glad to hear it. I wonder why humans and subhumans started fighting in the first place. Maybe we're just destined for war. I don't know much about that. It's not for me to say if the goddess made a certain way, or if we're just two races that don't like each other very much. But I know that Galea, Phoenicius, and Kilbos all have reason to hate humans. But what reason? Are you serious? I take it humans aren't interested in passing history down to their children. Typical. Alright. Centuries ago, when Benyon was still a monarchy, the only countries were Benyon and Goldoa. Goldoa was, as it is today, a reclusive nation inhabited by dragon tribes. All the other Laguz in Benyon went to humans. Humans and subhumans used to live together in Benyon? I had no idea. A human was named the first king, although Laguz's superior strength led us to rule more often than not. Despite the harmony that most felt about this arrangement, the senators wanted nothing to do with it. In the name of the apostle, they claimed that only a human could be the true ruler of Benyon, and started a civil war. Like blind, kneeling kittens, the Laguz kings underestimated the situation. We never had a chance. Caught by surprise, my brothers suffered defeat after defeat in the face of superior human weapons and magic. That was the start of a long, dark days, the start of Laguz slavery. After nearly 200 years, a number of enslaved Laguz managed to escape their human captors in Benyon. The beast tribes fled to the mountains and unexplored forest areas, a place where humans were loath to tread. The bird tribes, on the other hand, escaped to the distant southern kingdom. This is how our Laguz kingdoms began. It took another 80 years and the blood of many brother Laguz until we were formally recognized as nations. This is why we fight, why we hate humans. Humans don't want former slaves to have countries and be treated as equals. Laguz carry the shame of the past deep in their hearts and struggle for that freedom you take for granted. It's the true history of T.H.E. No wonder humans would bury it. I don't know what to say, idiot. Think about what I've said. Think about what you have seen with your eyes and heard with your ears. If you don't even have the guts to do that, never show yourself in my presence again. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna do a Soren support with Ike. I don't know if he's gonna be Ike's A support, but I deploy them both on the same map, and Soren's proving that he's worth keeping around, so. See what the occult skill is? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do an Ike so actually I'll hold off on it. Maybe next stream. I do need to do some outfitting though. Oh, wait, I also have to give away the silver blade. I came really close to losing a pair of boots. And boots are very useful. I still have to decide who I'm putting those boots on though. Okay, and then I need to... Okay, so I probably needs a new steel sword. I haven't really used the iron sword much lately. So I might convoy the iron sword permanently in favor of taking a steel sword. Of keeping away the steel sword. You need a new iron lance because sometimes the steel lance is too heavy. You're fine right now. You're fine right now. You're fine right now too. Your javelin's fine. So I don't need the javelin. You need a new javelin. Okay. Well, I can give one of the javelins away up here. Where was it that I needed another javelin? You. You tank too much to not need a new javelin. Oh, I actually can't buy a steel sword right now. That's unfortunate. I'm getting an iron blade. Or a long sword. They did say that the next map was going to have good, strong cavalry units. So I'll buy an extra long sword. Okay, and let's see if I can't find other stuff like armor slayers or... do I have any good lances for you? Not really. I need to buy another iron lance for you, though. Boyd, I can give you the killer axe. Why don't I take away the iron axe for now? I need to take this from you. Sell it. Okay. The demi-band? Yeah, and removing Bayork guard. I wouldn't mind giving her the demi-band to hold on to and potentially. Do I have the demi-band? I have full guard. Oh, I know where the demi-band is. It's on So the Demiband is just a stronger version of, or you take a stat hit in exchange for. I think I'll keep the Baywork Guard on Leith right now, since I know I'm going to a fight with a lot of Bayworks next round. Since it's telegraph. At least that's what they're telegraphing, is a lot of mages and a lot of cavalry. But I will keep that in mind for if we get into another Laguz skirmish. Because in those fights, the Demiband is probably better than the Baywork Guard. Or a Laguz Stone. Yeah, I know it would take the Baywork Guard slot. Okay. Now, if I'm not wrong, Chapter 17 is a really long map. I don't necessarily have the time to be up all night on Chapter 17, but let me take a look. Path of Radiance chapters. Yeah, 17 is the 4-part map. So we're not starting that tonight, because otherwise we will be here all night. And it's just going to be much better to do an entire stream for that on Friday. Because I'll have extra time, and I can fudge it on Friday if I need to. As tonight, if I'm up too late, it's going to be one of those I'm dying by the end of the hour. So instead, we're going to go to game selection, and maybe we'll, since I have a game controller, is there anything I can fuck around with here? I guess the only little fuck around game I have is F-Zero. Y'all want to see me suck at F-Zero? Or I could always go to a different game on a different app too. Yeah, for now, I'll fuck around with F-Zero. But if anyone wants to propose another game, I'll boot up another game. This is just the rest of this stream is fuck around time, because I kind of planned. I was hoping that it wouldn't line up this way, but I only had enough for one chapter tonight unless I stay up all night on chapter 17. I have never played F-Zero, by the way. Not this game. Let's go novice. Sure. Alright, I have not reviewed the controls. This is going to be bad. Oh god, I'm sucking. Okay, yeah, no, we're not playing F-Zero. I suck at that game. Okay, let's just go to the home menu here, see what we could find. 'Cause I've just got time to kill. You know what? I'm gonna do some controller remapping real quickly. This could be fun. Ah, okay. Switch to the actual Switch 2 Pro controller, and then we're gonna fuck around and play some Hollow Roxia mini games, because I have not played the Hollow Roxia mini games since I first unlocked them. We'll see if I can even do it on controller, because I remember only being able to do it at all because it was on a touch screen. Okay, controllers. There we go. Okay, special. So that is Ilia's Castle. That's the Rin thing, and that should be Hanafuda. Okay, basic controls. So that's Noble Phantasm. Oh god, what is this gonna look like on a... Yeah, no, I'm just gonna jump into it. Let's play Rin and Archer. I have no idea what this is gonna look like in on a controller. I don't know what I did. I wasn't paying attention. So is my job to avoid getting shot out of the sky? I have never seen this version of the minigame. Right at the end. How does this work? Man! Yeah, I lost this one. Archer, you suck. How do you actually get through this? I'm lost.
やるわね、ライダー。そんな。
I also have no idea how you pop your noble phantasm in this version.
アイテムゲットだ。
佐々木。
アイテムゲットだ。ザ・主婦勢がやめんか。
しまった。やっておしまい。
I guess I got lucky this time? Alright, there we go.
一世はテニス部のキャプテンでもある。その調子、うっかりしないよ。
藤隊長のラジオ。嘘です。嘘つきまよくぞいにそしてみんなここまでなぜ分かり合う。とにかくさあ心に迷わず行く。
この試合が終わったらもらった。これが貴様の範囲。
ちょっと何？これ以上の教えてあげる。ちょっと何？やっておしまい。
が必要だな。
Oh, nope.
もうおしまいよ。こうなったらみんな道連れよ。
I assume the servants that escaped are the actual winners of that game. Because I definitely didn't win after that one round. Oh no, I won that. It's just guaranteed that the ones to escape are Medea and Saber. That's funny. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and close out of that. Yes, this is very unfocused. I don't have that much more I can do in Fire Emblem without running too late, so I do whatever I freaking feel like at this point. Another tangentially channel thing I can do. Where's Melty Blood? I have the Switch version of Melty Blood on here somewhere. Or Tsukihime Remake. At least it should be on here. Should be. Oh no, there it was. Oh, that's the archive. That's the get knick-knack copyrighted, because apparently that thing's not, you're not supposed to show that on stream. There it is. Won't do any online unless someone happens to have the Switch version of Melty Blood. I don't feel like booting it up on the computer right now, so we'll just run one of the single player runs. I suck at Alco. Let's run Alco anyways. Yes, Alco, let's beat up a little girl. We are decidedly not fighting dead apostles right now.
甘い匂いにつられてやってきたけど、っていうかこういう結果。
へえ、フリーの魔術師。あ、違う、いいわ。吸血鬼の体は最高だ。おいしい。ねえ、魔術
そう。あと私オープンユアマジックサックファイトジャックご案内あげっ追いつくよーそピカーンルチ追いつくご案内失礼うまくかわせる 運動ってね。オープンユアマジックサーキットファイト。行きます。今おいしそう。
That round did not go my way. That was probably a bad idea. I did not need that to do that. Fuck! I was actually really close there. Again, I should not have used the archive. Damn it. At the very least, she's drained too, so.
地下にこんな大規模な祭壇があるの。
いずれやってくると確信はし、まだパンティオンは起動していない。空を暴くロアのタクレ、天体の玉、開闢の原始波。だが無駄ぼ事の始まりに立ち会うことな。二度目の
そんなこ、私、あなたやっつける。
ただの迷子か。
オープンユアマジックサクションファイト。
遅い。
ビール
ここからだ。そらどう変化よ。
悪いわね。
Ooh, barely won that one. Okay.
このクソガンナ、壊すことしかできねえって噂は本当だったな。なんだ、日本名物怪獣ってやつかてめえ。ビームを撃てれば幸せな悲しいモンスターか。ロアだけじゃなく工房まで消し済みにしやがって。人間使いの目も曇ったもんだ。ああ、てめえなんくれてやる金なんざねえぞ。
大人げないにも程がない？じゃ、送料オプションは未達成だけど。はい、報酬振りこ。
そいつはてめえの破壊活動でマジで地下鉄ぶっ壊しやがって。
奇跡じゃない。そこはちゃんと確認してます。はいはい、せめて交通費は出してよね。司祭ともあろう方がイライラしちゃってさ。あ、
そうだよ、分かってんじゃねえか。
応急処置で。やっぱハワイはいいわ。司祭様からめっちゃ報 子をもらってプライベートまさにひょうたんから駒なりアリスにもメールして
Queen mentioned. There we go.
あの子
That was the entire purpose of playing this.
だろうし姉貴をダメここは一人でのんびり目立った週末案件もない
Have we actually seen Elmo and Alco interact at all in any work yet?
世は未だこともなしわ終わりよければ全てよしってね
Alright, I'm gonna move us to chatting. That was just a fun little side diversion thing. Kill an extra hour, really. Okay, close that out. Okay. So, yes, today was obviously a very, very quiet stream compared to normal. Sorry for the mic movement there. I kind of expected that today's stream would be a little shorter. I was hoping maybe the map might give me a little more challenge than it did. So, if the map didn't give me as much challenge as I thought it would based off the last couple maps, so I disappointed myself a little bit there, but I also didn't want to start with the next map and immediately get be stuck here till like 10, 11 at night working on that map. That said, this isn't the end of Fire Emblem streams for the week. I'm going to be back immediately next Friday. Or not this next Friday, this coming Friday for a second stream in the week. I'll be starting earlier in the morning, so maybe anyone who's not normally able to catch these live as easily will be able to catch it then. I know my streams later in the evening are a little bit touchier for a lot of people. I'm aware that really this stream time only works for people in on the west coast of the United States, because like anywhere else it's either way too early in the morning or it's way too late at night. So I'm well aware this isn't the greatest stream hours. There's not a lot I can do about that. Seki's running into that problem too now. So, oh well. But yeah, I'll be streaming a little earlier Friday, and I do want to do more streams on weekends, which will allow me to do earlier streams, either in the morning or in the afternoons. For me, my time, so probably early evening for East Coast people. I think. What's coming up this other than that? So Seki's got 2 FGO streams this week, one Thursday and one Friday, which my stream will probably feed into a little bit. Although there's going to be a bit of a break between those 2 streams, so when I pass it off to her, so that's going to that's what the Friday and the latter half of the week's going to look like. I think Fire Emblem right now. So I don't think I'm finishing Fire Emblem before After Time 1 releases. I might be able to. But we're at, what is it, like, Path of Radiance is, looking at this, 29 chapters, and I'm only going to be through 17 on Friday. I think by the end of the month I'll be lucky if I'm done with 22. So we're probably looking at a late June, early July finish on Path of Radiance, which isn't a problem. And I guess that feeds really well into the next, then we'll do After Time somewhere in the middle there, most likely. And then after that, there's going to be the summer rolling streams on FGONA. So you'll have that to look forward to as a one-off sometime in early July. After that, I think I think we're going to Pokemon. I'd have to look at my schedule I put out, because I did give myself a schedule. We're probably going to Pokemon, unless there are 2 games on the sort of interrupt the schedule list. That's Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which God knows when that's coming out. Rumors right now saying August, which will be funny if that's the case. We'll probably find out by July, so maybe by then we'll know. It'll be funny if we're coming out of Fire Emblem and right back into Fire Emblem. But there's also the off chance extra record releases. I don't think that'll happen. But there's that off chance. I'll say, but whatever we end up doing in July, we're probably going to get through a lot faster. Because Seki's going to be out of town in July, and I'm probably going to, because I'll have even more free time in July, because we're not worrying about the animes or the much for channel recording by then. And because I don't have to fight Seki for stream slots, and yeah, I'll just have a lot of free time to do extra streams in July. So yeah, that's sort of the outlook right now. Hopefully we'll make progress, a lot of progress tomorrow. If Chapter 17 is not as long as I think it is tomorrow, we'll play Chapter 18 as well, probably. Maybe 19 and 2. We'll see. I kind of have a plan for Friday. I kind of have a plan for Friday. So yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I hope you all have a good one. See you all Friday, hopefully. So yeah, bye.